I thought I'd make a quick vlog tonight and keeping up with the countdown. I am going to talk about foods that have changed, well, the different foods that were popular throughout my lifetime. And I believe, and I'm not sure, so you're going to have to bear with me because I have, well, through my childhood and teenage years, I was eating my mother's food, which was Mexican food. So I didn't really go out and see or try too many American foods. So I don't know. I mean, the most we did, my father would take us to Brown Derby to have steak, and but we were young, we were kids, so I don't know. Anyway, um I'll just talk about what I remember and my experiences. So if they were popular at one time, they were popular. If not, then I'm wasting my breath on this vlog. I don't know, but maybe someone will get a kick out of it. Anyway, so the first thing I can remember that I can actually remember hating was liver, and I think it was 1970. I was 3, so 1968 7 68 1971 to 1972. I remember one of those years, 1971 or 1972, and I'm not sure if liver was popular at that time. I only know that my mother kept trying to make me eat it, and I hated it. She made us all try to eat. She made all of us try to. She tried to make all of us eat liver, and we didn't. I don't know about my brother and sister. I really don't know if they liked it or not. All I know is that I really couldn't stand it, and I couldn't stand the smell. I couldn't stand the taste. I don't know. And I was blogging today, and two people said that, well, one person said that tastes change, and the other person said that liver is an older man's food. And I said I would prefer a gender neutral food. Why does it have to be an older man's food? I don't want to eat older men's food or something that has been assigned that name or whatever. So I probably won't try it. I don't know. So I don't want to try it because I remember hating it. But then, and I'll just talk about foods I ate because I can't get into trends during my younger years. I just can't because I don't know what they were. So, around that same time, my mother used to make a beef stew, a Mexican beef stew. And I liked the vegetables in it. She put potatoes and carrots and celery um, and corn in it, but hated the beef, and I couldn't stand beef for the longest time. For a very, very long time, I could not stand beef. Like hamburgers, anything, I couldn't handle them. So, that was way when I was young. And also, growing up, I couldn't handle food. Really, I really couldn't handle food. I would always, um, I would always not finish my food because I always felt sick if in the middle of my meal, and so I wouldn't finish my food. But then, uh, and so it was Mexican food all the way through, all the way through the age of 18. And then I went off to college and it was bar food and cafeteria food. And I remember they made Monte Cristos. I still remember the Monte Cristos in the cafeteria. And I had no idea because I had eaten Mexican food. So it was like French toast with meat inside. And they had a comment box. It made me so angry because why are you making a sandwich out of French toast? Lunch meat on French toast or whatever they put on it. I vaguely remember it. So I put a comment in the box and said, you know, you're not fooling anyone. We know that I know. I didn't speak for everyone else, but I just said I anyway, I said, I know that you are using French toast in the Monte Cristos. So I put that on and I put it in the comment box. I was so angry. What I can't even remember any of the other foods we had at that cafeteria. And then it was bar foods when I was in my 20s. So, and at that time, mm, I'm trying to remember the name and I can't remember the name. Uh, it's so silly. It's the simplest thing, and I can't remember it. Uh, Roasted tomatoes. Roasted tomatoes were very popular. Roasted tomatoes were all the rage around in the 90s. I don't know what portion of the 90s, but they were all the rage. And I liked them. They were on everything. This is when we started going out to restaurants because we had all graduated from college, so we had a little money and we could go out to restaurants. Not that much, because we were just starting out. And I had, uh, I mean, it was good. It was good. I don't get me wrong. We did not go to like really fancy restaurants. We went to chain restaurants. And I don't remember the name of the chain restaurant that we went to the most. But we went to chain restaurants in the 90s. And so, and then after roasted tomatoes, what was the next biggest food? Or whatever they put in the foods. I don't remember. All I know is that for a while, hummus has been all the rage. Now, I'm skipping forward a couple decades. Hummus has been all the rage, and I can't. I thought that this was going to be interesting. I thought this was going to be an interesting vlog. I am so sorry to all my viewers, if I have any, and if, okay, I have viewers. Okay, so I'm so sorry to all my viewers, but I I don't remember because when I did start going to fancier restaurants, not just say fancier, or more expensive restaurants or private restaurants, um, I'll just say private restaurants. Um, I was on a strict diet, and so I would always order grilled chicken, something grilled chicken. So I never really tasted a lot of food. I still don't know too much food. I only had, I really don't. I don't. That's why I'm not a foodie. It's not because I didn't want to try food. Well, yeah, it was not because I didn't want to try foods. It was because of the strict diet I was on throughout my 30s. So, I don't know. Anyway, uh, so I still don't know food because after that, I lost all my money and I haven't gone to restaurants. And for the last 6 years, I've been the lone wolf, or at least trying to be the lone wolf, you know, trying. Trying. And I'm always still social no matter how hard I try to be the lone wolf. So anyway, but that's all I can remember, and I'm so sorry. I thought this was gonna be uh, a more in-depth look at the trends in foods, and I could have researched it, but that's not what this vlog is like. This vlog is just me turning on the camera and speaking. But maybe I'll research the next topic. Okay, so I have things to talk about. And I'm not sure what the next topic will be, but it'll be tomorrow. And is there anything else I want to mention? Just, normal stuff as always is going on in my life. And ooh, I don't know if I should mention it or not, but I will mention it because it's something that affected me a little bit yesterday and this morning. Uh, During the afternoon, I took a nap yesterday and I had or was it the day before? It might have been the day before, sorry. During the day before yesterday, I took a nap and I dreamt that a certain government took over the country, and a superpower government took over the country. And I was in a home with people, and I didn't make out whether they were my family or not, but there were bombs everywhere, and people were out in the, well, no, not yet. Okay, there were bombs everywhere, and then some of the soldiers broke into the house and killed a few people and tried to kill me. And some people survived. I'm not sure how to distinguish who they wanted to kill or not, but some people survived. And then they took us all out, and we were walking. They Oh, no, no. Then the ones that were still alive escaped, and we were hiding, and then they found us, and then they took us to a concentration camp. And it was so vivid. The dream was so vivid. I felt like it was really happening. And so I'm just sharing that because I share a lot of things. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that I have mental problems, or it's more of just a dream, or it's a mystic thing. It could be one of the three, or it could be anything. It could be anything. I can assure you, though, because everyone makes assumptions when I say anything. I can assure you I have no desire to hurt anyone or hurt myself. I'm happy. I'm in a good place. I love Jesus. Jesus is my Savior. Jesus is our Savior. And I will never, never, and I try to be Christ like in every way. Okay. So I just wanted to say that. Disclaimer, because, everything I do is loaded. All my actions are loaded, like loaded words that we learned in in college in linguistics. Some words are loaded because you say them and there's so much emotion attached to them from certain groups or certain people. And well, they may be loaded to most people, but not everyone. But certain words are loaded words. And so now that story is something that people may consider loaded because it comes from me, you know, and everyone makes assumptions about me, and over the years, oh no, be careful, she's this, and oh no, be careful, she's that. Who cares? Anyway, but I just wanted to say all that, and I'm trying to think of any last foods I want to mention. I'll just mention some of the Mexican foods we had, and they were delicious. We had, I'm trying, when we were very young, my mother knew how to make candy because her grandfather and grandmother supported their family by selling candy. They made it at home, and then they sold it in the plaza or somewhere in a store. They may have had a store. I'm not sure. But then during the Mexican Revolution, my great grandfather, and my uncle, my mother's mother's brother, were killed. So there was just her. her grandmother left to support the the rest of the family, which were all women. I think it were about 5 women. I'm not sure, and so she had all the recipes, all the candy, and it was all Mexican candy. Back in those days, homemade Mexican candy, like chongos, and I can't remember everything right now. I'm gonna have to, that one I will look up because I thought, that was interesting. And we had that, and then we also had tamales and atole for Christmas. I remember my mother making tons of tamales, and we had on a regular basis. When we got older, my mother would leave rice for us and some meat, chicken usually, and tortillas and salsa, and we would just make our own little burritos, chicken burritos, and um, I'm trying to remember all the other foods. Mm. Oh yeah, we had flautas, we had chilaquiles, we had um ensalada de, how do you say cactus again in Spanish? Ensalada de uh, cactus salad, and a lot of different foods, and they were all delicious. And that was the flavor profile I grew up with. Was all the spice and the lemon and lime and cilantro and then the food, So, but there was lime on just about everything, The tortillas, they made everything taste better to us because we grew up with the flavors better by adding lime and salt to it, you know. So it was the food was really good. The food was really good growing up. And I'm so sad that I didn't learn my mother's recipes. I wish I would have. I wish I would have learned her recipes. Now I have a Pinterest account where I am pinning not only Mexican recipes, but Latin American recipes. I don't know if I'm going to try a lot of the other recipes that aren't Mexican, but I at least want to learn how to cook Mexican food. So, and I'm saying this at age 53, about to turn 54. I would like to learn to cook Mexican food. All right. And on that note, I'm going to end this vlog. And I'm going to say I hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow. And things go your way. All right. Bye.